You're listening to the 40 Thrive Podcast, the show created for women 40 and beyond, ready to shake things up. And now, your host, Jackie McDougall.
Welcome back to another episode of 40 Thrive, episode 101 to be exact. If you're new here, thank you so much for pressing play. There are 100 episodes here for you in our 40 Thrive catalog. Whether you're looking for inspiration to change careers or start a business, or you're seeking relief from menopause or perimenopause and have no idea where to start, or maybe you need help with money mindset or want advice from a therapist without making an appointment, or you just love listening to and sharing stories about midlife badassery, this podcast was created for you, and there is something here for every woman over 40. If you've been around for a while, I'd love it if you could take a few seconds to share a rating and review where you listen to the show. It really does make a huge difference. I want to know what you want more of, what you're excited about, and what you love about the show. So check out your favorite podcast app and leave a rating and review there. Again, hugely helpful, and I really, really appreciate it. Also, you can join our 40 Thrive Hive. You can be joining us for live episode recordings, happy hours. It's really fun and it's an amazing group of women. So check out the show notes at 40thrive.com/episode 101 for more information. Oh, and I wanted to share a little something with you. If you're anything like me, you love a good read. The guests on the show have authored some really, really great books, from Why We Can't Sleep, the bestseller from Ada Calhoun, Media Circus from Kim Goldman, Denise Duffield Thomas's Lucky Bitch, or even Manage Your Menopause Naturally from Marion Stewart. Those are just a few of the dozens of books from 40 Thrive authors. I've created a page where you can get each and every one of them. So head over to 40thrive.com/episode 101 for that. Or if you prefer to listen to a book, you can get a free audiobook download plus countless originals with a free trial of Audible. Just head to audibletrial.com/40thrive. That's audibletrial.com/FORTY Thrive. All right, so this week is a big one for me. You've probably heard me mention it a few times on the show. I've been talking about it for months. I am finally turning 50. That's right, 40 Thrive is not just for women in their 40s. It's for women over 40. That means there's lots of great stuff for women in their 50s and 60s too. I've learned a few things in my 50 years on the planet, and today I will share 10 of those lessons in hopes that they can help you too. And it's actually a good episode to share with your younger friends. I'm like the ghost of Christmas future, right? I'm just telling you some of the things that I have learned and that I had wished I thought about before, so it wouldn't be such a big deal later. So go ahead and share it. When I asked in the Facebook group, Women Over 50, what their life lessons were, I got some really, really cool answers. Debbie says, the biggest lesson I'd tell my younger self and what I finally learned loud and clear in my 50s is listen to your gut. Yes, Debbie, good one. Yolanda says, don't go with the flow. If it doesn't seem right to you, call it and keep walking. Sharon says, you need to let some stuff just go and don't sweat the small stuff. Sevilla says, trust yourself even when all around you they say it's all in your head. Oh, that's so good. Karen says they are not looking at you. Really? I think she's right. And Sam adds to that and says, it just doesn't matter what people think. And at the end of the day, no one really cares. Judy has learned how to put herself first, how to lean out and relax, let go of the things and let it roll off her shoulders and be proactive in health and ask questions about everything. And Julie says, don't spend too much energy on anything that isn't at the top of your priority list because so little actually matters. So focus your time, attention, love, and passion on what you do care about and what is important. Those are just a few of the many, many comments. So many good ones. I want to dive into my top 10 lessons I learned in my first 50 years. Let's go. These are not in any particular order, but let's start with number 1. You are not for everyone. This is something I tell my podcast students all the time. I actually tell my kids this all the time. It is okay if someone just does not prefer you. It's all right. You should just keep being yourself and showing up and doing you. You are never going to please everyone. You're never going to be their cup of tea necessarily. You are not for everyone. And the sooner and more often you remember this, I think it's such a freeing place to come from. You're not sitting here worrying about what everyone else thinks. You're just doing what's best for you. And so if you realize you're not for everyone, it's like a gift. I know it has been huge for me to just remember this regularly. Number 2, you're leaving a lot of progress on the table. And let me explain this one. First of all, shout out to my trainer, Joan. She's awesome. I see her 3 times a week. And when I'm there, we do sets and reps and all that. And I noticed one time that we might be doing something for 45 seconds. And once she says 3, 2, 1, like we're finishing, I'd actually put the stuff down on 3. And then I started doing math. If I'm putting the weights down with 3 seconds to go, times X amount of sets and X amount of days and weeks and months, I realized that when I put the weights down with 3 seconds to go, that's a lot of time that adds up. So I'm using the weights as a metaphor, if you didn't figure that out already. But oftentimes we stop too soon, right? We don't push all the way through. We don't finish completely. And when we do that, we're missing out on a lot of progress, little bits at a time. So I just want you to keep your mind open to that, because now when she does the countdown from 3, 2, 1, I do not stop until she has gotten all the way to 1. And I like to think I'm getting stronger for it. That was just something I noticed I thought you might appreciate. Okay, number 3. You have everything it takes within you right now to do the thing you want. Unless you're going for like a big degree that's necessary, you probably don't have to learn more. You don't have to be more. You don't have to wait until you've lost the weight or you've moved the house or whatever it is. You have everything it takes right now to do the thing you want. So what are some really small steps you can take to get there? Stop putting things off until everything is aligned, because guess what? You should know by now it's probably not going to happen that way. I just can't say enough that I meet women all the time, whether I'm working with them, whether in their community or just in my community in real life. We're just constantly waiting until we are enough, until we are at a place before we get started. I just think it's time to let go of that whole idea and just know that whatever it is we want, let's just start small and do the damn thing. If you want to build that business, what are some of the things you need to do first? Is it research? Is it talk to someone? Is it buy a domain name? Like something totally simple, but you've got it within you right now to get started. Number 4, it's okay to change your mind more than once. I've talked about this on this show for so long. I think sometimes we have this idea, like we go to college, I want to be a teacher, or I want to work in television, I want to be a nurse, or whatever it is. And then down the road, you're not really feeling it. And we think, oh, well, this is what I went to school for. Or this is what my plan was. Or even when you were 30, if there was a goal that you wanted to live in a certain area and you no longer want to live there, it's okay. It is okay. So I think it's really important to understand it's okay to change our minds. I am not the same as I was when I turned 40. So much life has happened, so much experience. And so if I expect from myself to want everything in my life at 50 that I wanted at 40, I'll just be disappointed and frustrated. Would you ever expect a 20-year-old to want exactly what they wanted at 10 years old? No, that would be ridiculous. So don't do that to yourself. It's okay to change what you want and pivot into a new course. And if someone questions you, just tell them I said so. So there you go. Number 5, you can make time for health or you can make time for illness. It's just true. I know so many people, myself included, who make up all the excuses that we can't spend the money on vitamins or supplements or a class or program or whatever it is, or we don't have time. It's funny how we all have time for Netflix or Candy Crush, but we don't have time to go for a simple walk in the neighborhood, right? I cannot say this enough. You can make time for health or you can make time for illness. Making time for health is so much more enjoyable. Whether it's meal prepping because you want to get some vegetables into your diet, or just putting yourself first on the list, making sure you get to fuel yourself, mind, body, soul, so that way you are a healthy, intact, fulfilled human being. You absolutely deserve that, and I cannot recommend it more. Number 6 is very much tied to that. Move your body. This is for the younger ones too. Like, move your body, make it part of your life. You don't have to be at a gym and lifting weights and all that, although there are huge benefits to strength training as we get older, for balance, for bone loss, all of those things. Even just getting up and moving your body every day, walking the dogs, dancing to music in the kitchen, jumping on a trampoline, doing a sunset hike, walking the beach, whatever it is that makes you feel good. I'm not talking about having these crazy workouts. If you're into that, awesome, even better. But if you're not, just moving our bodies is so important, and it will keep us feeling good for longer. We always talk about living longer, but it's very rare that we talk about living longer better. That is absolutely something I feel extremely passionate about. And so I'd love to hear how you move your body and how you make it part of your everyday life. Number 7, take care of your skin. Okay, I'm going to clip this part and share it with everyone because I wish someone had really told me and shown me in advance what my skin would look like and feel like and go through when I don't protect it. I myself, I'm extremely fair. I've got lots of freckles, and at least once a year, I have something taken off in that Mohs surgery, skin cancer thing. Yes, I'm more susceptible, but it probably could have been avoided. So sunscreen, hats, glasses, the whole thing. I mean, they make moisturizers and lotions with sunscreen in them now. It's a no-brainer. There is absolutely no reason that we can't protect our skin. I see my chest sometimes when I'm looking in the mirror and how wrinkled it is. And this is not a beat myself up thing. It's just I could have taken extra steps to prevent some of these things. So it's not all about aging, but it's about the health of your skin. I think we really fail younger people. I know that we are raising kids now and young adults who maybe see the benefits of skincare, but I think that there's a whole group of people who grew up like us where we were baby oil, right? And those silver mats that we would sit on and the stuff that we would do to our skin to get some color. And it's really just so harmful. Taking care of your skin is so, so, so important. And it's never too late to start. Okay, number 8. Life is too short to sit in what if. Stop taking a passive role in your own life. Listen, we're all guilty of what if I did this? Or what if that happened? Why not try? It goes back to that whole thing when a baby first starts to walk and they get up and they take those first steps and they fall down. Could you imagine if that baby's like, oh, forget it. I'm out. I can't walk. I'm not going to do this. No, they may get frustrated. They may cry, but they get up again, right? There is something out there that you have been wanting to do and that you dream about and that you think about. And it may be deep down because we've been pushing stuff down in order to take care of everybody else. But what if is such an opportunity to ask yourself what you truly want. Don't just sit in it. Use it for action. Use it for inspiration. Use it to move forward. Don't just sit in the what if. Number 9, love yourself as is, who you are right now, where you are right now. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, but it's okay to be overweight and still love yourself. What a strange concept, right? We have been programmed as women of this age and stage to only love ourselves if we are making a certain paycheck and we hit a certain number on the scale, or if we're in a romantic relationship, or we have 2.2 kids and a dog. No. You right now are the most lovable, incredible human ever, exactly where you are and who you are. We are no longer going to listen to that BS programming that we have to achieve or accomplish something for us to be of value. I can't say this enough. You are incredible and amazing and beautiful and lovable and valuable right now as yourself, exactly where you are. And lesson number 10, it is not too late. If you are listening to this right now, you are breathing, you are living, you are here for a purpose. If you are approaching 40, 50, or even 80, it doesn't matter. If you are here and you are breathing and you have a dream or a goal or a thought or a wish or something you want to do, it is not too late. It's not too late to build that business. It's not too late to run that race. It's not too late to volunteer with that organization or travel the world or whatever it is that you truly want. When we look at these things in front of us, they seem so daunting and overwhelming. And we think, oh, I can't do that. It's too late for me. It's too late for me to do that. There are people older than you with probably less talent and skill than you have that are doing incredible things. When you use the excuse that it is too late, that you're too old, all you are doing is letting yourself off the hook and setting yourself up for regret. You will never be as young as you are today, and you will never be as capable as you are today. Please believe that, and please just go for everything you've ever wanted, because it's right there, ready for you to reach out. I really hope this episode has been helpful for you. I love to look back and to reflect and to think about all the incredible lessons. Hey, some of them are tough, but all the incredible lessons that we get to experience in our lives over 40, over 50, over 60, over 70. Just keep learning and growing and expressing and just thriving. It is not lost on me that you could be doing anything with your time right now, and that you chose to be here with me and to continue listening. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I would absolutely love it if you shared this episode with other women who you think could benefit from it. My goal is to share motivation, inspiration, and camaraderie and community and support with as many women over 40 as humanly possible. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, take care and keep thriving. Spring has sprung, and with the change of seasons, sometimes comes an increase in vitality. If you're feeling in the mood for a little more personal time, may I suggest Coconut? Coconut is all about providing clean and natural ingredients when you're enjoying your most intimate moments, with or without a partner. Naturally safe products developed by people who are obsessed with quality. Get 15% off with promo code GROWNASS at grownasswoman.guide/Coconut. That's 15% off with promo code GROWNASS at grownasswoman.guide/Coconut.